Welcome back. The Nigerian Post newspaper has organized her 2022 annual lecture and impact series and award ceremony. The program with the theme, Governance and Leadership Redefined, This House Must Not Fall, attracted dignitaries from all walks of life to the venue of the event, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Press Center, Lokoja, Kogi State Capital. Insecurity, economic meltdown, and poor infrastructure are some of the challenges faced by Nigerians, and those forms part of the discussions. The circumstances the discussants say needs urgent attention. Our reporter, Matthias Ayodeji Peter, has more.
Nigeria is a house. With or without doubt, we are in a transition. We are in a period of electioneering. And as we speak, politicians are jostling for power. For the electorate, it is a clarion call that only leaders who will represent you and provide good governance should be your focus. And for the leaders, we are saying, please, while you jostle for quest for power, as much as you do it by action or inaction, you must not pull down the house, either the Nigerian house or the Kogi State house. What is paramount in our choice is competence, capacity, and ability to deliver the dividend of democracy, which is what the ordinary Nigerian is asking for.
The annual event is to commemorate the creation of Kogi State and celebrate its 31st. The chairman of the occasion, former Minister for State Labour and Productivity, Professor Stephen Ochene, said leaders need to be effective to harness all state human and mineral resources.
The place of good governance and redefining leadership has been opined by many as critical in the socio-economic development of any society, just like I said earlier. Let me state that citizens are yearning for good governance, reasons why leaders who will be presenting themselves for election in the incoming elections to various offices must come to terms with the huge expectations of the people they intend to represent. They need to therefore advocate for leadership that is focused with capacity should be our greatest priority moving forward. While democracy presents us the opportunity to elect leaders, I want to use this medium to task citizens and political actors that this must be done within the confines of the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution, so that the House, what does this House mean now? Nigeria and Kogi State must not fall.
It's a democracy is a system that allows the people to elect their leaders. Ochene urged the people to join forces with the government to fight insurgency. Chairman Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, Ambassador Usman Bello, commended the organizer of the lecture tagged Governance, Leadership Redefined, The House Must Not Fall.
I pray that they continue to do their very best to strengthen Nigeria's foundation so that we can grow stronger, that we can meet the earnings of the citizenry and, be counted in whatever we do to make Nigeria, great.
The Vice Chancellor of Federal University Lokoja, Professor Olayemi Akinwumi, said Nigeria has all it takes to be great.
I want to appeal to us today that for this house not to fall, in anything we do, we must not use religion to destroy this house. We must not use ethnicity to destroy this house. We must not use politics to destroy this house. And as the editor-in-chief said, there are some certain issues. We are talking about leadership. Nigeria is at a crossroad now. I think we should look inward and see those who are ready to satisfy us, those who will take Nigeria to the next level. Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria today is not peculiar to us. Other countries have gone through the same process, but they have been able to overcome their own. And this is the time for us to also overcome the problems we are going through.
Other keynote speakers are the federal representative representing Yaba East West Mopamuro constituency, Leke Abejide, represented by his chief of staff Adebola Samuel, and the House of Representative member representing Lokoja Kogi Federal constituency, Barrister Shaba Ibrahim, spoke on way forward for Kogi State, especially how the security of lives and property can be improved.
The truth is bitter, but it must be told. Security. I've heard people talk about security. Security in the state and everything. Alhamdulillah, I can, because I've personally engaged His Excellency Alhaji Abelo on the issue of security, I know that he has done quite a lot, and I commend him for that. But you see, within the larger confines, within the Nigerian state, can we honestly say we're secured? It takes a lot of courage to travel by road in this country today. The security and welfare of the people is the primary purpose of government. In the course of my sojourn in the House of Representatives, I've had cause to visit some West African countries, including but not limited to Chad, Niger, Cameroon, and so forth and so on. Let me tell you that between Chad and Nigeria alone, there are some 83 illegal roads. Between Chad and Nigeria. 83. We need to upgrade. We need to walk away from manual thinking and manual ways of doing things. Otherwise, we'll continue to grope in the dark. People have since left this. When you talk about security, the first thing people think about is go and acquire hillocks and stuff like that and be pursuing criminals. The world has since moved on from that point. What is wrong with getting technology involved? Drones. In the final analysis, they come cheaper. I'm saying this because if not that we are secured, gathering here will even be a problem. Is that correct? So I am stressing on security because we need to appreciate the fact that no matter how much you grow, and you're not even going to grow without security, but no matter how much you grow, it will be frittered away if we are not all secured.
These states, we are very rich enough in terms of human resources. We have the young ones that are very brilliant and willing to do. We are happy that this administration, at least, there are areas we can copy and say, yes, you have done very well. All other ones that are coming, so please build on those things. We need to rechannel our policies towards making the masses to be happy a bit.
Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Wemi Jones, represented by Animokun Elizabeth, and the Chief of Staff to the Kogi State Governor, Abdul Karim Mohammed Jamiu, represented by Sandra Mimi, both read out the transformation that has taken place under the leadership of Governor Yaya Bello to mark Kogi at 31st.
His Excellency has made notable impacts in the education sector from basic to tertiary education levels. For lack of time, permit me to mention just a few. Some of the achievements are full accreditation of courses for all state-owned tertiary educational institutions. For the first time in the history of the state since its establishment in 1991, Kogi State Education Law 2022 was signed into law by His Excellency Alhaji Yaya Bello to ensure quality assurance in the education service delivery. 3. Establishment of Confluence University of Science and Technology, COSTECH, Osara, in 2020 at the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic and nationwide global lockdown. The institution aims at producing graduates in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, that will meet the technological needs of the state with a huge mineral deposit.
He stepped up Operation Total Freedom, brought state-of-art security gadgets, launched Kogi State Vigilante Service, and empowered security agencies to combat crime. Insecurity is the absence of peace, and an unsecured house is disorganized. And the metaphor used in the quote, "This house must not fall," refers to unity. If we are together, conquer insecurity, and today we enjoy relative peace in the state. A saying that goes, a house rat that tells a bush rat where the fish is kept in the kitchen. If we remain together, we cannot allow outsiders to bring terror to us. Today, the governor, Yaya Bello, redefined governance, leadership in providing adequate security in the state by enhancing the quality of lives of the citizens of Kogi State by unrelenting security acts. His effort against insecurity has brought crime rate in the state to its barest minimum, making Kogi State a safe haven for settlers, investors, connecting bridges between the north and the southern region of a great nation, Nigeria. On health, numerous infrastructures have been set up and still being set up. We have the Reference Hospital Kene, Modern General Hospital Project Gegu, Modern General Hospital Project in Egain, Modern General Hospital Project in Isonlu, reconstruction and renovation of Specialist Hospital, Lokoja, etc. On economy, the administration of His Excellency Alhaji Yaya Bello focused on agriculture as a strategist build out for recession. We have found ourselves, apart from the distribution of farm implements and agroeconomic, the second largest rice mill in northern Nigeria was established by his administration. The mill has taken thousands off the streets and boosted the economy.
Other prominent personalities that spoke are traditional rulers who commended the organizer. A lecturer at the State Polytechnic Lokoja and the guest speaker at the event, Joel Temitope, stressed the need for proactive, dynamic and redefined governance through resilient leadership at the federal, state and family levels towards ensuring the nation stands strong.
Society starts from the family. The family is the most smallest level of governance in Nigeria. Parents are into governance, and parents also must ensure that children are raised up to become responsible citizens.
Joel pointed out that Nigeria is currently in need of responsible, purposeful, patriotic and decisive leadership to build Nigeria of our dream.
We must redirect governance back to capture the needs of the average Nigerian, the citizens that we have in the country called Nigeria. So our nation state at the post-colonial era has to face this challenge, this obvious challenge, that there must be a redefinition. There must be. And right now, if we look at the state of things at the federal level, there are challenges at the federal level. ASU has been on strike for 6 months. Our children are at home for 6 months. And these are challenges of governance in Nigeria. There's need for redirection. We can't continue this way.
Kogi State Governor Yaya Adoza Bello, represented by the State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, while speaking at the event, noted that for the nation not to fall, all hands must be on deck.
We must report Nigeria for Nigeria. It is what we call our nation. It is what we call our state that people will call it for us. And in my place, they said if you sell your father for 1 naira, you won't be able to buy him back for 10 naira. So as journalists, let us dwell on the positives and also constructively spark and provoke the change that our society desires from time to time. Do not let us spread panic, because I will not speak for the federal government of Nigeria, but I will speak for the state of Kogi. In Kogi, we are not 100% secured. The difference between us and others is that while some will say kidnappers and bandits have taken 85% of my state and rushed to Abuja, we stay here to deal with the situation. We stay here to deal with the criminals. We stayed here to be able to change the narrative. And that is exactly what we are doing different.
He charged the media practitioners to sustain the ethics of the profession and desist from engaging in reports that can instigate or cause disaffection. The publisher of the Nigerian Post newspaper, Mike Abu, said he chose the theme of the event, Governance and Leadership Redefined, The House Must Not Fall, to serve as a call on all Nigerians to rise to current challenges and change the narratives for good. Matthias Ayodiji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.